Ain't no half stepping, Marcus J. We are back. Thank you so much for hanging in there with us as we celebrate our anniversary show. 6 months on the air. Very excited. We got special guests. We've had Jay Grizzy Green. We had K-Dub and Rashawn McLeod, Lissa P, April P. And now we got Toni Miles on the line with us, who joined us for a time back when the show first started. Toni, what's up, girl?
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
We doing good. We doing good. Hold tight for a second, because I want to tell everybody about Shadia Brickers, who's an endangered runaway. Her date of birth is on June 5th, 1998. She's been missing since April 6, 2012. She's from Mount Holly, New Jersey, and she's 13 years old. She's a black female who stands 5'4", weighs 230 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. She may be in the company of an adult female, and they may be traveling to Texas. Shadia has a scar on her neck, and she may go by the nickname Cha-Cha. If you have seen Shadia Brickers, please call the National Association for Missing and Exploited Children at 1-800-THE-LOST, or hit them on their website, missingkids.com. What I want to do now, Toni, is talk a little bit about some of the craziness that's going on in the world. We like to call this segment, What the Hell? What the hell? What the hell? The first thing I want to ask you about is the case of Marissa Alexander down in Florida. Just as a quick kind of overview, Marissa Alexander was a woman that had a baby 9 days before the incident where her abusive ex-husband came to her home. He is on record as saying that he has abused every single woman that he's ever been with, up to and including her. He had come to the home. She tried to get away from him. She was unsuccessful. She tried to go out the garage. She couldn't. She grabbed her gun, went back in the house to try to get out. She asked him to leave. He refused. She shot a gun into the ceiling of her home. And when she was arrested, she was convicted. It took the jury 12 minutes to convict her of her crimes, and she is now facing 20 years in prison because of the charges that she's been convicted of. Now, this is in Florida. She chose to plead to the Stand Your Ground law that they have there. Stand Your Ground, made popular by George Zimmerman, the admitted shooter Trayvon Martin, that came to prominence about, I guess, maybe 2 months ago. So my question to you is this. Do you think that it's appropriate? And I guess I could probably answer the question for you, but I'll let you make your point. How do you feel, let me rephrase it, how do you feel about Marissa Alexander facing 20 years for shooting a ceiling and George Zimmerman needing media pressure just to be arrested?
Oh, gosh. First of all, I just want to say congratulations to you guys on your 6-month anniversary.
Thank you.
Love the show. Keep it up. Good job, Carlton Banks, Big Rube. About the young lady in Florida, that, to me, just, it confirms and solidifies the fact that, racism is still very prevalent in America. People have tried, some people have tried, to dodge the whole Trayvon Martin. No, it wasn't race, if he was looking, threatening or what have you. But, race has a lot to do with it, because I'm pretty certain that if she was not a brown woman, she would not be facing 20 years in prison for defending hers and her children's lives. That's just, I don't know anybody who wouldn't have done the same thing.
Right. It's crazy to me because, she was under duress. She had a restraining order against him. He admitted to beating her. She had just had a baby. I've seen cases in the past where even if she wanted to go there and claim postpartum issues, we've seen precedent for moms getting out of things that they have done and claim postpartum depression and things of that sort. Now, as a man, I feel almost silly even making that point, but I think you, having watched the news over the last few years, have seen those types of situations, have you not?
Oh, absolutely. And, I'm a mother, and postpartum depression is very real. Some women, have it more severely than others. But, it's definitely something that's very real. And, it makes me so frustrated to know that, she had a restraining order against this person, so that he wasn't supposed to come within a certain distance of her. But the police, the legal system does nothing until they actually harm you.
Yeah.
And I just think that it's ridiculous that we have to get to the point where we have to arm ourselves to be able to live our lives.
Well, you know, the judge actually said that she'd have been better off shooting him.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. She should have just shot him. 20 years, I don't get my money's worth.
Yeah, but well, the thing is, what the judge said was, had she shot him,
Been self-defense.
that would have showed that she was standing her ground instead of shooting into the ceiling. Which, you know, I think that's
Did
really
it hurt anybody shooting?
She shot into the ceiling, and what got her the charges that there were child endangerment. There were kids. His kids were there in the room, and that's the reason why she got all that time. Well, or she's facing all that time. Next thing I want to get into, which was a funny story. It's on my Facebook wall. I don't know if you had an opportunity to see it, but in South Africa, there was a couple, a male and his soon-to-be ex-wife. They were on their last trip as a married couple in the process of getting divorced, and they were at a cheetah petting zoo. Never heard of such before. A cheetah petting zoo, and as the woman was petting the cheetah, she got a little bit too close to the cheetah, and the cheetah starts attacking her, mauling her, and instead of attempting to help, her soon-to-be ex-husband stood by and took pictures.
There's no love left in that relationship.
Worth a lot of money. You get a lot of money for that.
I mean, if that ain't a what the hell, I don't know what is, man.
Did I hear somebody get eaten by a cheetah? Did somebody get eaten by a cheetah?
She was getting mauled by a cheetah at a cheetah petting zoo, and her soon-to-be ex-husband, because they were on their last hurrah trip. You know, they were going on a trip before they got divorced, which is already weird to me. But, you know, whatever.
And the husband took pictures as the cheetah is chewing her.
And he's taking pictures.
He don't love it no more, obviously. So
May I ask the racial background of that of the victim?
They were British. They were a British couple vacationing in South Africa. Now, Tony, let me ask you this: let's say that you're with your soon-to-be ex-significant other, and y'all taking a trip, and he's getting mauled by a cheetah. You gonna help him?
First of all, we're not going to a cheetah petting zoo. That doesn't
Thank you.
A cheetah petting zoo?
Cheetah petting zoo.
No.
Cheetah petting zoo.
That's like swim with the sharks. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And if he was my ex-husband, I don't see why I would be traveling with him, or I soon to be ex-husband, but I certainly would do what I could to help him. I mean, I just wouldn't stand there and watch him. You know, either I'm going to run for help or, you know, throw a rock or something. But no, I wouldn't just leave a guy to get mauled. That's horrible.
That's crazy.